Oh yeah. You watch that. I'm gonna crank on this. See what we're doing here. Oh my. Not very big. Welcome back to this week's episode of Zenshin Works. We're going to clean my idle air control valve because sometimes when I push the clutch in, the car likes to stumble and almost stall, or sometimes it stalls. And we're going to measure our brake rotors because I'm fairly certain that the brake rotors are warped, which is causing my wheel shake. And also, we're going to troubleshoot these freaking headlights. Let's get into it. Okay, from the research that I've done, this idle air control valve is pretty easy to clean. Just got to disconnect all these connectors and get it unbolted. And try not to tear the gasket because it'll take a while to get a new one if I do. Anyhow, I think the car is stumbling at idle because we got larger than stock intercooler piping, a lot more air going through the system than would normally go through the system, and it might not be calibrated to do that. And I haven't ever calibrated it because I didn't know there was a procedure to do so. But I looked it up and it's a pretty easy process. So first step is, let's get this off of here. I'm really hoping I don't have to take this out of here because that'll just be a pain. Looks like we need a 10 mil and some patience. All right, let's go. Another thing I forgot to mention we're going to do is place this here fuel line. It's pretty dry and crusty and bad before we put too many miles on there and it gets fused to that fuel filter as well. We'll get that out of there and possibly do the bottom one if it's not too hard to get to, which doesn't seem, but at least the top one that goes to the fuel rail because that thing's bad. Now that it's almost Christmas time and I got those connectors off, time to crack these bolts gently. These get heat cycled a lot, and you can just crack the head right off of them. There are 4 of them on here. Not very difficult to get to, but you don't want to go freaking torquing on them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I lied to you. There's 3 of them. Anyhow, get these off. Doesn't really look too bad. But we have it off, so we're going to clean it up anyways. I don't know how much you can tell, but it does look a little gummy, maybe, just from running pretty rich. And there's like some deposits right here. So you want to keep this stuff away from these plastic connectors too, because it can dry them out, make them real brittle. Not like they're already dry enough. 25-year-old Nissan connectors. Cold on my fingies. I believe this is my idle adjustment screw too. I think. I don't know. All right, ignore all this. This is all headlight stuff. We'll get to that later. The procedure for relearning the idle air control valve, or the idle air for the ECU on the S15, is as follows. Disconnect battery, start the engine, for 1 minute with no throttle input. Turn the engine off, wait 10 seconds. Turn ignition to on, not engine on, but ignition on, and then wait 3 seconds. Press and release accelerator pedal 5 times within 5 seconds. Wait 7 seconds, then press accelerator pedal fully. The check engine light will blink. Release the accelerator immediately, and then start the engine. We did the first step. We already disconnected the battery. That was about 3.5 minutes ago, plus 4 seconds, because I just said that, and we had to write all this. Let's hook up the battery and put the idle air control valve on, and hopefully that'll solve our issue. Before we move on to the idle air control relearn procedure, I want to get this fuel line out of here since the car's been sitting. And I came prepared. I know you can't see it, but there's a bunch of paper towels down here. I don't want to get gas all over the car. We'll get this out and I'll show you how bad it is. I just touched it and my fingers are, it's crumbling away. All right. Get this connected here. Dry off top of this fuel filter because gas came out of it. Oh no, smells like really nice gas too. Really good premium quality Shell Performance B Nitro 93, because that's all I run. All right, get this on here. Should slip on pretty good, I think. Move this, come on. Oh yeah, that wasn't too bad at all. Slip her on right here. Oh yeah. That combination of new fuel filter and idle air relearn will get this thing back to not stalling when I go to clutch in and stop at red lights and such. It only does it sometimes, but also I think these brake calipers are no. These brake rotors are going to be a lot of help with the steering wheel shake. I'll take the wheel off here and show you because I got to get some pictures for Ichiban Engineering so they can ship me over the right rotor. Come on. Get on there. There you go. Get this buttoned up. Come here. Come on. Man, people are just ripping on this road today. Maybe back this out a little bit more. New hose. A little bit thicker than the old one. I don't know. There we go. The resistance of scratching my face right now is high because, oh, I don't want to get this fuel on my. For Pete's sake. There we go. Go like that. I've got my stopwatch here. Just kidding. It's a clock. And we're going to start the car. And we're going to use this to count the seconds because I record on my phone. Well, we should get that out of the engine bay. Almost left my work light. Okay. We got the procedure there back on the whiteboard. Okay. So, need to start it for a minute with no throttle input, and then turn it off and wait 10 seconds. Okay. Okay, ignition to on. Wait 3 seconds and 5 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait 7 seconds. Press accelerator pedal fully. Check engine light should be blinking, and it's not. Oh. Okay. It's not. Maybe I got to do it with the door shut. I don't know. 3 seconds. Press and release accelerator pedal 5 times within 5 seconds. Wait 7 seconds. It doesn't say to do it fully. Press accelerator pedal fully. Check engine light will blink. Accelerator immediately. Okay. Right. I'm a little more concerned now. I don't see any fuel, but the vehicle is not starting. Battery's reading at 12 volts. Let me see. Let's see if this. Oh. Let's see if that stays at 12 volts when I'm cranking it. You watch that. I'm going to crank on this. See what we're doing here. We got 12 volts or not. My guess is probably not. Maybe I tripped the anti-theft. Guess what we'll do is we'll reset the battery. We'll take off the battery terminals, put them back on, and see if that maybe resets the anti-theft. I don't know. While that's resetting, where to put my... Oh, there it is. It's definitely getting fuel. It's got to be getting fuel. And it's not dumping fuel all over the place. Now, yeah, I don't see any fuel leaks. Under the car, maybe. Oh, I don't see anything leaking under the car. Oh. Worst case scenario, I got a pair of jumper cables in Betsy. Check Maybe these wires over here. These all seem to be good. Oh, I just don't know. All right. Batteries are on same sides. Oh, gonna reach? Oh yeah, it'll reach. Always good to have a set of jumper cables. You never know what you're going to use them for. This will be the first time Betsy's ever jumped Lola. Hopefully it'll be the last. Oh yeah, they're fresh. They're real fresh. Moment of truth. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, we've let the car sit for approximately 6 minutes and 38 seconds. We're going to reconnect the battery and see if that helps. Fingers crossed. Let's try crack this freaking idle air control. I don't think this should be pulling in any unmetered air. It's tight. I mean, I tighten those. Let's just do like half a turn out. Give her some more air. Maybe a little more throttle. I don't know if we blew a fuse. Oh man. Well then. Let's take both of the battery connectors off. Let it sit while we jack it up and get these brake measurements for Ichiban. I don't know what's going on anymore. We got the wheel off, and the guy that I was messaging back and forth with wanted to see what the rotors were measuring at. Now, probably be a little easier to go. Take these off, but I don't want to do all that. So we're just going to measure them on here. I'm going to take some pictures and attach them to the email and see what he says. I'm pretty certain these are the issue because I can almost tell that they're warped just by spinning them around there that bad. Oh, yeah. Maybe I'll send them back so that they can investigate them. I don't know. I also asked them too if they were developing a rear brake kit because I would like to match my brakes company-wise front to back. And they said yes. Well, I'm eagerly awaiting that because my rear brakes need to be done. And I would like for them to release that so I can get matching calipers and rotors, all that. So let's get these measurements done and get after it. Okay, the car's been battery disconnected now for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Every time it scares the daylights out of me. Just for peace of mind, we're gonna check some fuses. First being the ignition. Okay, check the fuses. None of the ones in the fuse box there should be the problem. They're all good. I did read online that if you hold the pedal all the way down, it cuts fuel during startup, and then you let off. We're going to try that. If that doesn't work, I got to do more research. I don't know. Freaking. Well, that didn't work. At least put the window up. I guess next week we'll check the interior fuses. Some of them are redundant. I don't know why, but the fuse panels I'm finding online, some of the same fuses exist in the kick panel fuse box that exist in here. No clue. But we got some wins. We got the brakes coming in. We got the brakes measured. And we got that fuel line on. Hopefully it didn't cause a problem. And we cleaned IACV, idle air control valve. So we got some good stuff done. Not really exciting video, but it is what it is. Where did I put that panel? Nope. It is what it is. I think the battery is dying, and that's also not good. Now, when we do revisit this, we'll leave the battery charge for, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, running off the Grand Marquis, and try and start it again after that. But I think the first plan of attack is get those fuses checked in the kick panel down there and see if they're bad, because that's the easiest thing to replace is a fuse. And then we'll go to other issues like starter or whatnot. But it seems to be engaging. I think it's engaging. I hear it. Either way, we'll be back next week working on Lola again, like we do every week, until Betsy becomes a drift car. Made it this far, drop a like. You're a real one. And if you have any idea as to why the car is not starting, also drop a comment, because I'm out of ideas at this point. I got to do rabbit hole searches. on the forums, find some guy from 2008 that put in, I did this and then this, and shook a stick at it and it started. I don't know. Either way, we didn't get to work on the headlights this week. Next week we will start troubleshooting them. I got some ideas whipping up in the old noggin. So subscribe. Catch you next week on Zenshin Works.